The following broadcast is the Westfield Roundball Game of the Week, brought to you by Brandon Outfitters, Planners First, David Reagan Ford, Sonic America's Drive-In, Com South, and proud parents and supporters of Westfield Athletics, Bill and Laura Amos. Now for the Middle Georgia Sports Network's pregame show, presented by Brandon Outfitters. Here are your hosts, Kenny Kofer and Brett Taylor.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome into the Hornets Nest, into the Brandon Outfitters pregame show. I'm Brett Taylor. Alongside me, Kenny Kofer. We're here to bring you the action live from the Hornets Nest inside the gym here on the the campus of Westfield School, And tonight, Kenny, we have a matchup of the girls from Trinity Christian out of Dublin, and then also the Lady Hornets from Westfield here tonight. And Westfield coming off a tough loss down at Bullock Academy. I believe it was a 2-point loss. And you got to think that's a pretty good measuring stick for the Lady Hornets as they go down and play the defending state champions again early in the season and lose a heartbreaker. And from what I believe John Bard told me on Twitter, it was a last-second shot that did them in.
Yeah, I mean, Westfield, this girls' team is very strong, and obviously Bullock being the defending state champs, that's how you're going to measure yourself against them. And Westfield's going to have to bring their A game all the way through the season. But, you know, it was a good start last week when we got to see them take on Tipped Area. They had a big win over the Lady Panthers, and then going down to Bullock. You always want to start off, Coach Champion talked about it, you want to start off, if you can, at least that's his philosophy, with a tough schedule up front before you get into the region, because that can do nothing but help you along deep into the basketball season. So Westfield's had a couple tough games, and they've had some good opponents, and now they're starting to turn it around and turn it into good basketball for themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. And you got to think that Coach Champion enjoys the fact that he's got a lot of returning players, and he doesn't have not say he doesn't have to do a lot of coaching, but he doesn't have to worry about some of those folks bringing their A games every night. Talking about Caitlin Mosley, Unique Tuberville, Chelsea Whaley, all of those types of girls. They're just the type of players that just show up every night, and they're going to get the job done. And, you know, it's just one of those things. It's always good to have players to rely on like that, because you know that you're going to get, certain things. And if you get some production from the youngsters, you know, it could be a special season here for the Westfield Lady Hornets.
Yeah, I mean, you got your leaders in Caitlin Mosley and Chelsea Whaley and those girls as well, and, Gracie Duggan. But it was good to see some of those other players getting off the bench and playing some good action in the last game we saw them here at home. And, Jerica Ratliff is a tall girl down low in the post that can really help out. We've always talked about how Chelsea plays. She's just so long and lanky. Is able to get into the passing lanes, but they got a lot of different factors here that could really turn this team into something special, and it'll be interesting to see how they piece everything together as they go forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Another one of those players, Jackie Bard, who will be starting here tonight. And let's go ahead and give you the starting lineups here, as we're about 3 minutes away from tip-off, and we'll give you the Lady Hornets starting lineup. We don't have the starting lineup from the Crusaders out of Trinity Christian-Dublin, but we'll be able to bring those to you as they're announced here during the pregame ceremonies. But tonight, starting for Westfield at guard, will be number 4, Chelsea Whaley. The forward position, number 20, Gracie Duggan. The other guard will be number 21, Jackie Bard. At forward, number 32, Unique Tuberville. And at guard, number 33, Caitlin Mosley. So not a surprise there, Kenny. A lot of the same players that we've seen the past couple of years here at Westfield. And, coming off the bench, as you mentioned, you're going to see a lot of Jerica Ratliff, as she is a senior, very tall center. So she'll be playing probably a lion's share here tonight. And then you'll probably see some of the youngsters like Whitley Young get in the game. Molly Tolbert, Winter Williams, we saw last game. She played a very good second half. So it should be interesting to see some of the youngsters come in and fill in for Westfield. And you can already see down there for Trinity Christian, Westfield's going to have to do a good job on number 20, Sydney Bozeman, and she is a very tall player. And you got to think she's going to be probably a focal point of that Crusaders offense here tonight.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, she stands head and shoulders above the rest of her teammates, and it's going to be probably the job of Unique Tuberville down there, down low, trying to have to counteract her. So it'll be interesting to see how that matchup goes down between Sydney Bozeman and Unique Tuberville here tonight. Right now warming up. We can see her. She's got a great shot on her, too. She's knocking down some shots there from the elbow. Now she's stepping back beyond a three.
Yeah, her and number 3, Abby Balate, I believe, or Balat. Not sure. Hopefully I'm not butchering that too bad, but those two players look like they're going to be very key players here tonight for the Trinity Christian Crusaders. But what we'll do is we'll take a quick break and be back with some more of the Brandon Outfitters pregame show. You're listening to Westfield Lady Hornets basketball here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Well, the news is out. Brandon Outfitters has taken Central Georgia by storm as one of the Mid-State's premier outfitters. Located just off I-75 in Perry, Georgia, Brandon has all of the latest gear for any hunting season or just for a nice night out on the town. They still have all of your favorite brands such as Southern Tide, Mountain Khakis, Southern Marsh, Patagonia, Costa, Orvis, and as always, a huge selection of firearms. Brandon also now features new brands such as Sims, Ray-Ban, Kavu, Chaco, Yeti, and much more. Come check them out at 106 Fairview Drive in Perry. They're sure to make your visit one to remember. Now, back to the basketball game action inside the Hornets' Nest on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
And welcome back into the Hornets' Nest. Again, I'm Brett Taylor alongside me, Kenny Kofer, and are just about set to get things started here. We're going to have the national anthem and the starting lineups, and we're on the Brandon Outfitters pregame show. And the Lady Hornets, set to take on the Lady Crusaders here tonight, Kenny. Should be a great matchup between two teams that look to be, poised to probably make deep runs in both of their respective championship playoffs coming up in February, March timeframe.
Yeah, no doubt. We're almost set for the national anthem here as you got both teams out on the floor. As Westfield's going to be decked out in their home whites here this evening with their green numerals, green trim on the shorts. Lady Hornets on the front side of the jerseys. And for the visiting Crusaders, Lady Crusaders from Trinity Christian, they're decked out in the blue tops, black numerals with black and white trim on the shorts. So
what we'll do, I'm sorry, Kenny, we'll take a quick break. That'll wrap up the Brandon Outfitters pregame show. We'll take a quick break and be back after the prayer and national anthem. You're listening to Lady Hornets basketball here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Good morning, huh? Cherry limeade, ocean water. Pretty great.
Right.
What are you doing over there?
I'm trying to calculate all the drink combinations at Sonic.
All the different sodas and the slushes and teas
The
and everything.
flavors, all of them.
Okay, so what is it? What's the number?
It's, hang on, now I'm getting a call. Hey, what's up, Terrence?
That is not a phone, that's a calculator.
Yeah, dude, yeah, he's here.
Wake up to the possibilities. Get any large drink for 99 cents before 10 a.m. And introducing handcrafted Sonic Splash sodas. This is how you Sonic.
Remember those old Western movies? You could always tell the good guys by their white hats. Well, today the styles have changed, but the hat's still white. At David Reagan Ford and Perry, we focus on being good citizens and good neighbors with straightforward deals, a firm handshake, and no hassle negotiating. Visit us on the web or stop by David Reagan Ford just off I-75, exit 136 in Perry. David Reagan Ford.
You know us. We're the guys in the white hats.
Now, back to the Brandon Outfitters pregame show on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
So we're listening to the rest of the national anthem here inside the Hornets' Nest. Well, Kenny, I tell you, when you're waiting for the national anthem to get done, and I don't mean that disrespectfully, it seems a lot longer than it normally is.
Yeah, that's what they say. You know, what do they say? A watch pot never boils or something.
Just ready for to start basketball action here tonight. As I said again, the Lady Hornets are taking on the Lady Crusaders,
and they're announcing the starting lineups. At guard is number 32, Randy Traxel, and also at guard is number 25, Amelia Gay, and number 23, Elizabeth Hurd. And number 3 is Abby Belote. And finally, number 20, the aforementioned Sydney Bozeman. That is going to be the name to watch here tonight for this team from Trinity Christian. And Brett will go over the starters once again for the Lady Hornets of Westfield.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll get the announcement here inside the Hornets nest of the Lady Hornets. At forward, number 20, Gracie Duggan. She's a sophomore. Tell you what, she was huge last game. A lot of dirty work on the floor, cleaning up some rebounds and steals. Number 21, Jackie Bard at guard is going to get the start here tonight. She's an 11th grader here at the Westfield School. At forward, number 32, Unique Tuberville will be playing. Did I say forward already, I think?
And they play with a lot of guards.
Forwards and guards. Three guards, and that's Chelsea Whaley, number 4. She's another guard. And then number 33, Caitlin Mosley at guard. Both of those are seniors, and they were instrumental in the last game, the victory against the Tift area Panthers down from Tifton, or Chula, excuse me. But going to get some prayers here quickly by both teams and get in a huddle and go over some last-minute details, and then we're going to get this one tipped off as it looks like Sydney Bozeman is going to be tipping against Chelsea Whaley.
Yeah, Chelsea's probably got the longer arms and legs to do what she's got to do here.
And she's kind of sneaky tall, Chelsea, because of her wingspan. She almost reminds you, like you said, Tayshaun Prince. You say that a lot, Kenny, about her. And then
looks like we got a equipment malfunction here early. I think she had to take out her
clip.
Yeah, her hair clip. But we're all set, ready to go. As we'll move on to the tip here.
And Bozeman and Whaley will be tipping here. And Whaley actually wins the tip, gets it over to Mosley. So Mosley will start things off here for the Lady Hornets. Jackie Bart turns it over early, and Trinity Christian's on the move, but Jackie Bart steals it back.
Hey, persistence pays off.
She's going to try to set things back up here, gets it over to Caitlin Mosley at the top right wing into Duggan. Duggan's going to pump fake, and they're going to call her for a travel. That'll be the first turnover in the night there for Gracie Duggan.
Yeah, she did. She kind of pump faked and never put the ball on the floor and tried to take off with it. So easy call for the ref.
And number 23 for Trinity Christian, number 22 is going to bring it up, Lindsay Tate. She gets it down into Sydney Bozeman, and her shot is up. No good. Rebound down to Tuberville. Tuberville trying to get out of some traffic. Finally gets it over to Mosley, and Mosley's going to bring it up for the Lady Hornets.
Yeah, good defense that time by Unique, and getting the rebound was huge. It's hard to play such a tough offensive player like Bozeman.
As Whaley drives right baseline into Duggan. Duggan over to Mosley. Mosley out to Unique. Unique's going to reset things here, get it over to Whaley. Whaley back to Mosley at the top, inside to Jackie Bard. Bard nowhere to go. Puts it on the floor, has it blocked, and it's going to go over to number 23, Elizabeth Hurd for Trinity Christian.
Sloppy so far for both teams on offense, so see if they can start getting into a groove here as the game moves on.
As Belote drives left baseline, her shot is off the mark. Rebound down to Mosley. Mosley driving up the court in transition. She's going to slow things down and reset here. Good job right there by Mosley being smart and bringing it back out. She gets it over to Whaley. Whaley drives baseline. Shot is up. No good. Rims out. Rebound down to Bard. Her shot is up and good. So Westfield on the board 2-0 with 6:30 left to go here first quarter.
Good job by Jackie cleaning up the rebound and putting it back in, getting Westfield the lead here early.
Hurd drives in. Looking for somewhere to go. That's Tate. Ball's out to Bozeman. Bozeman's shot is off the mark. Rebound down to Caitlin Mosley.
You can see they're trying to go to Bozeman.
Absolutely, as Bard has it on the right wing, inside to Duggan. Duggan turns around. Her shot is off the mark. Rebound down to Bozeman, and Bozeman's going to get it over to Tate to bring it up here for the Lady Crusaders. Shot is off the mark. No good. Air ball. Rebound down to Whaley. Whaley over to Caitlin Mosley. Mosley inside to Jackie Bard, and a little too far out in front of her. and the ball's going to go over to the Lady Crusaders.
Yeah, so far Trinity's had some problems on the offensive side of things. They're trying to feed it into Bozeman, obviously with her talent and her size. But so far, Westfield's played pretty good defense and kept them off the scoreboard.
Tate drives inside. Shot is up and good by number 3, Belote, right there on the left block. So the score is tied with 5:38 left to go here first quarter.
Defensive battle thus far, that's for sure.
Caitlin Mosley gets it out to Unique. Unique shot is off the back iron. Rebound down to Duggan. Duggan's shot is up and good. And a great rebound in front of Sydney Bozeman right there by Gracie Duggan, and extends the lead back out for Westfield. 42 your score. Ball inside to Bozeman. She's going to be fouled by Unique Tuberville. And that'll be Tuberville's first foul of the night. And that's going to send Bozeman to the line for a shot at 2 points here if she can connect on both free throws.
Yeah, Bozeman's a handful, that's for sure. So Westfield's probably going to have a lot of their bigs in foul trouble here tonight.
Bozeman's shot is up and good. 4-3 your score. And already in the game is Whitley Young, number 5, for Gracie Duggan.
Whitley brings some energy, so it'll be interesting to see how she does. Duggan's a better rebounder, I think, but Whitley's got a pretty good shot.
As Bozeman's shot is up and good, right over the front iron. Looks like they're going to call a timeout early on in the game, so we'll take a timeout with them. Your score, 4-4, 5:16 left to go here in the first. You're listening to Westfield Lady Hornet basketball on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Once installed, you can't stop it from spreading. Introducing Kudzu from ComSouth, entertainment, media, and communications throughout the entire home from room to room. The ComSouth Kudzu whole home DVR allows you to connect up to 5 TVs, and with the high-speed media gateway, digital cable, HD TV, high-speed internet, and telephone services will spread throughout your house like Kudzu 2. Stop by and learn more at any ComSouth location in Cochran, Hawkinsville, Perry, and Fort Valley, or go to comsouth.net.
Now, back to the basketball game action inside the Hornets' Nest on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Welcome back into the Hornets' Nest. Sorry for that delay, as Westfield had the basketball tipped away, and they're going to take it out under their baseline. Unique Tuberville getting it into Caitlin Mosley. Mosley gets it over to Whaley finally. Whaley looking for somewhere to go with the basketball. She throws it all the way across court to Whitley Young. Young gets it back out to Bard, and Bard's going to reset things here. Mosley has it on the left wing. Over to Whitley Young at the top of the key. Right wing over to Bard. Bard all the way across court to Mosley. Mosley to Young. Back to Mosley. Mosley inside of Tuberville. Tuberville trying to get it inside to Whaley, and it's going to go off her head, out of bounds. Turnover number 3, I believe, for Westfield. Score still 4-4.
And that's what the zone defense will do to you if you play it well. They played a 2-3 zone there, did Trinity, and Westfield is trying to break through somehow, but they couldn't find a hole in the zone.
As Tate's going to bring it up. She has it on the left wing. Gets it over to number 25, Amelia Gay. She drives inside her. Shot is off the mark. Rebound down to Bard. Has it tipped away. Still fighting for the basketball. And Bard comes away with it. Gets it over to Whaley. And Whaley's going to have to get across the half-court line. She finally does, and it's going to reset things here for the Lady Hornets. She's going to throw it inside to Mosley, and it goes off Mosley's hands as it was tipped away right there by the Lady Crusaders.
Yeah, Coach Champion's probably not too happy with his Lady Hornets here thus far. They're trying to figure out what's going on exactly. But now there's a conference between the refs here to try to figure out who touched the ball last.
So they're going to
get a white ball.
They're actually going to give it back to the Hornets, Lady Hornets, and Jackie Bard's going to come out of the game for Gracie Duggan.
So he's trying to find that right mix of the players here right now early. It's been tough.
Ball out to Caitlin Mosley. Her shot is up and no good. Too long. Rebound off of the Lady Crusaders and goes out to the Westfield Hornets. Chelsea Whaley going to take it out on the right timeline over there after the ball was tipped out. Whitley Young gets it inside to Gracie Duggan. Has the ball tipped away. Corralled right there by Belote. And she's going to drive inside, throws it over to Bozeman. Bozeman's shot is up and good from the left baseline. 6-4 your score. The Lady Crusaders on top of the Lady Hornets.
She has a great shot. I'm sure she's being looked at by some colleges, I would imagine.
As Caitlin throws it over to Gracie Duggan. Rebound down to Tuberville. Her shot is off the mark, but she is fouled by Bozeman on the way up. And Unique Tuberville is going to go to the line. And that is Bozeman's first foul. You got to think that Coach Champion is going to try to get her in foul trouble if he can.
Absolutely. You got to attack the big the big there and go after her and try to get her in foul trouble and kind of negate her offensive game.
As Unique Tuberville makes the first shot. And your score now 6-5. Westfield trails by a point with 3:32 left to go here first quarter. And it looks like number 5 for the Lady Crusaders, Camille Rogers, is going to come in for number 22, Lindsay Tate.
32 checked out.
Excuse me, 32. I'm sorry. Randy Trexel. I've been calling her Lindsay Tate the whole time. It's hard numbers
I'm sure
to
Lindsay
pick up.
doesn't mind the publicity.
As Unique's second shot is up and good, and she's really kind of shored up that free throw shooting here this year. She was off the mark a lot last year and inconsistent, but she's done a good job here so far, and the score is 6-6 as Whaley's playing very good defense on number 5, Camille Rogers. Ball gets passed over to number 23, Elizabeth Hurd. Hurd back to Rogers. Rogers going to set things back up here at the top of the key, trying to drive right side. Gets it over to Balot. Balot's shot is up, no good. Long rebound down to Mosley. Mosley has a pass in transition to Whaley. Whaley's going to go up, is fouled, and his shot is good. She's going to go to the free throw line for a chance at 3.
That was a great job there by Chelsea. Good vision, though, from Caitlin to pass that home run pass all the way down the floor. And Chelsea, I tell you, she knows how to draw contact and get the bucket.
Yeah, and I believe that foul was on Abby Belote. Whaley's shot is up and good. Connects on the three-point play. 9-6 your score.
Yeah, she kind of does an odd free throw shot there. She jumps, but she doesn't go forward. She goes straight up and down, which is allowed.
Ball's over to Belote on the right baseline. Back out to number 5, Camille Rogers. Rogers inside to Bozeman. Bozeman goes up. Her shot is off the mark, and Whaley does an excellent job of tipping it over to Mosley. Mosley driving the basketball up in transition, and she's going to reset things here for the Lady Hornets. Coach Champion calls out a play, gets it over to Tuberville, right wing. Back out to Whitley Young at the top of the key. Young over to Mosley. Mosley inside to Gracie Duggan. Duggan uses her pivot foot, tries to find Chelsea Whaley. Has the ball tipped away, so she can go recover that. Great crossover. Her shot is, pass is inside, and she's going to be fouled, Unique Tuberville, and that's going to be the second foul on Abby Belote. And Tuberville's going to go to the free throw line to extend this lead.
And good sportsmanship there by Amelia Gay as she kind of helped Unique up after that hard foul, make sure she was okay. But Westfield's kind of coming back around here late in this first quarter, and they're now up by 3 with a chance to go up by 5.
Yeah, 2:16 left to go here in the first quarter, and Unique's first shot is on the mark yet again, and Abby Belote's going to come out of the game for number 12, and that is Madison Williams.
And coming back in will be Randy Traxel. She'll come back in to replace Belote, and I believe that was Samantha Sharp who left the game.
Yes. As the second shot is up and good, and Unique is 4 for 4 tonight from the free throw line. 11-6 your score, 2:13 left to go here first quarter. Number 22 is going to bring it up 32. Traxel has the ball on the right wing. Trying to find somewhere to go with it. Drives inside. Her shot is up and good from the right wing, just inside the three-point line. 11-8 is your score. Westfield on top by 3 with just under 2 minutes to go. As Caitlin Mosley is going to pass it over to Tuberville. Tuberville is going to pass it inside to Whaley. Whaley almost fouled. Her shot is up and good from the right block, and Westfield gets back those 2 points. Extends the lead to 13-8.
She plays that lob pass so well, kind of positioned herself in the block and was able to post up and get the basket. Beautiful play.
Gets it over to number 25 right there, and that is Amelia Gay. Back over to Bozeman. Her shot is off the mark. Too long. Rebound down to Whaley. Whaley looking ahead. Has nowhere to go with it. Gets it over to Unique Tuberville. Tuberville pump fakes, drives inside. Out to Mosley. Her shot is up and no good. It looks like she's pushing a little bit too much with her back and not shooting with her legs. And rebound down to Bozeman. Bozeman going to get it over to Traxel. Her shot is off the mark. No good. Rebound down to Trinity Christian. Ball is tipped away and is going to stay with the Lady Crusaders. Coming into the game for Westfield, number 21, Jackie Bard, for number 5, Whitley Young, and number 35, Jerica Ratliff, for number 32, Unique Tuberville.
Yeah, it looked like Unique was kind of running on fumes there. Good job to get her out here probably for the remainder of the first quarter.
And Chelsea Whaley in there on the defense. The ball is tipped away, and finally Gracie Duggan comes up with it, gets it over to Jerica Ratliff, and Ratliff's going to get it to Whitley Young to set things up here for the Lady Hornets. Caitlin Mosley has it on the left wing. Throws it into Duggan. Duggan inside to Whaley. Whaley dribbles. Her shot is off the mark. Rebound back down to Whaley. Shot is off the mark again. Rebound to Mosley. Mosley, her shot is up. No good. Too long. Rebound down to Chelsea Whaley. Her shot is blocked by Sydney Bozeman, and rebound down to Trinity.
I love the 3 seconds called by everybody all the time.
They don't know it resets every time the shot is up. And shot is up and good by number 12 right there, Madison Williams from the right baseline. And Jackie Barr trying to push the ball in transition after the made basket. Under 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
She's still in the lane, Ralph.
As Chelsea Whaley's shot from the right baseline is up and good. Sends the lead back out to 5, 15-10, under 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and Sydney Bozeman's shot is up and no good. And at the end of one, Westfield is on top. The Lady Hornets 15-10 over the Lady Crusaders. We'll take a quick break. Be back with the second quarter. You're listening to Westfield Lady Hornets basketball here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Once installed, you can't stop it from spreading. Introducing Kudzu from ComSouth, entertainment, media, and communications throughout the entire home from room to room. The ComSouth Kudzu whole home DVR allows you to connect up to 5 TVs, and with the high-speed media gateway, digital cable, HD TV, high-speed internet, and telephone services will spread throughout your house like Kudzu 2. Stop by and learn more at any ComSouth location in Cochran, Hawkinsville, Perry, and Fort Valley, or go to comsouth.net.
Now, back to the basketball game action inside the Hornets' Nest on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Westfield Roundball Game of the Week here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network. I am Brett Taylor. Alongside me, Kenny Kofer, as the Lady Hornets are on top of the Lady Crusaders 15-10 heading into the start of this second quarter. And Kenny, very impressive play to pull away there for the Lady Hornets, especially late in that first quarter. Did a great job on Sydney Bozeman, and I tell you what, Tuberville and Mosley and Whaley have done what we thought they would do in the pregame.
Yeah, and the thing with Bozeman, I think Westfield will take her taking outside shots all day because she's the only bigger player down there who can rebound as well. So Westfield's done a good job of kind of keeping her out of the lane.
Yeah, and Westfield's done an excellent job of rebounding over top of her, too, without fouling. So Traxel has the ball on the right wing, dribbling out there, gets it back over to number 5. Camille Rogers. Rogers gets it back to Traxel. Traxel pump fakes. Her shot from the right baseline is off the mark. No good. Rebound down to Jackie Bard as 3 Westfield Lady Hornets collided there, but Bard comes away with it. Mosley, right wing, inside to Jerica Ratliff. Her shot is up. No good. Rebound down to Bard. And Bard going to drive back in. Her shot is up and good from the left wing, just inside the 3-point line. 17-10 your score. 7:15 left to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, great job by Jackie. Got her rebound and then just chased it all around and was able to put it back in the basket.
Sydney Bozeman's shot is up, no good, but she was fouled on the way up. I believe that's going to be on 35. And that's going to be Jerica Ratliff's first foul right there.
Yeah, Coach Champion's wondering what was the call there. She wasn't shooting, but they're gonna give her a shooting foul anyway.
Yeah, anytime she turns to the goal, it's almost like she's already shooting.
That is true.
As her shot is off the back iron, no good.
She is I don't know how tall she is. My guess would be 5'8", 5'9", or so.
Yeah,
maybe taller.
She's very long and lean. She's not a big 5'8" or 5'9", and that shot is off the mark. Rebound down to Ratliff. Ratliff does a good job boxing out right there on number 25, Amelia Gay, as Unique Tuberville puts a great drop step and spin move there on Bozeman. Bozeman not wanting to collect her second foul, and Westfield goes up 19-10.
Yeah, just a minute here into this second quarter, too.
Shot off the mark right there for the Lady Crusaders, and Tuberville is going to pass it all the way across court to Bard. Bard's shot in the lane is off the backboard. No good. Rebound back down to Bard. Her second shot is up and good, and Westfield extends the lead to 21. And the Lady Crusaders going to take a timeout. Westfield on top 21-10 with 6:33 left to go here in the first half. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Westfield Lady Hornets basketball on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Set your own banking hours with Planners First Online Banking. Planners First Online Banking allows you to connect and access your bank accounts 24/7. For those that are always on the go, you can check your balances, pay your bills, transfer funds anytime and anywhere you have internet access. Let Planners First Online Banking make your life a little easier. Planners First, a legacy of excellence since 1896. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Now, back to the basketball game action inside the Hornets' Nest on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
I'm Brett Taylor alongside me, Kenny Kofer, as the Lady Crusaders have the basketball down 11. And going to get the ball at the top of the key. Traxel's going to try to set things up here for the Lady Crusaders. Camille Rogers has the ball tipped away by Jackie Bard. She's going to drive inside. A little out of control. Her shot is off the mark. Rebound down to Bozeman.
Jackie's playing very well here tonight, using those long arms, getting in passing lanes. Couldn't quite finish it there, but a good job on defense.
As Bozeman's shot is up and good just inside the free throw line. Cuts the lead to 9 for Westfield. Great shot right there by Bozeman.
Yeah, she's got great form when she takes a shot, and often not is going to find the bottom of the net.
Caitlin Mosley driving inside, gets it to Jerica Ratliff. Her shot is off the mark. Rebound down to Bozeman. Bozeman did a good job of not fouling right there on the rebound as number 32, Traxel, has it. She's going to set things up at the top of the key, pass it over to number 5, Camille Rogers. Her shot is off the mark, and Westfield is just going to let it go out of bounds. And it looks like right now Whitley Young, number 5, is going to come in the basketball game for Chelsea Whaley, and then also Jerica Ratliff is going to be replaced by number 20,
Gracie Duggan. Yeah, it looks like we had some changes over there. Belote came back in the ball game for Trinity, as well as number 25, Amelia Gay, and 32, Randy Traxel.
Caitlin Mosley gets the basketball over to Unique Tuberville. Almost fouled right there. Tuberville is going to take it all the way to the goal. Her shot is off the mark, but it's going to be on the floor. I think the foul call will be in it. Westfield will have to take the basketball out underneath the baseline, right underneath the goal on the right side of your screen.
Left side
of your screen.
Yeah, whatever. If you're looking at it, it's on the left side. It's 21-12, though, here. Westfield Lady Hornets leading with 5:22 left before half.
And the left side of the basketball court is now the right side. Shot is off the mark. Trinity's going to have the ball. Right side, left side. Let it register.
Whatever.
Belote's going to bring the basketball up as Kenny and I have a little love spat on the air.
Yes.
Elizabeth Hurd gets it back to Belote. Belote all the way across court, number 23 right there. And ball's almost stolen away. Shot is up, no good. Rebound down to Trinity Christian, and the ball is going to be a jump ball.
Even though it was tied up between Jackie Bard and Caitlin Mosley.
Yep.
So, of course, they're going to retain possession.
Yep, so Westfield gets possession of the basketball. Whitley Young gets it back over to Mosley, and Mosley's going to bring it up for the Lady Hornets. Up 21-12 with 4:49 left to go here in the first half. Jackie Bard driving left side inside of Tuberville. Tuberville shot is off the mark. Rebound back down to Tuberville. And the ball is going to be, looks like they say that Tuberville threw it off. It looked like it was tipped by a Crusader.
Yeah, that was a tough one there, but Trinity gets the benefit of the doubt, being down by 9 points.
As Belote gets it over, shot is up, off the mark, and rebound down to Tuberville. She finally corrals it, or gets it over to Caitlin Mosley, and Mosley corrals it. Ball is back over to Tuberville. Tuberville goes inside. Her shot is off the mark, but they're going to call a foul on number 24, it looks like, and that is Jade Johnson, I believe. Yes, it is. That'll be her first foul of the game as well. 4 fouls so far on the Lady Crusaders.
And Unique has been 4 for 4 from the line here tonight, so she needs to continue that good shooting as Westfield leads here by 9, 21-12, 4:23 left to go here in the second quarter.
Unique shot is up and just short off the mark.
That's what I get. I jinxed her.
Yep. And Westfield will have a second shot here to try to go push the lead back to 10 for the Lady Hornets. As Unique gets set here, her shot is up and good.
Brett's a soothsayer.
Soothsayer. It looked good, so I called it early. And steal by Jackie Bard, but it's going to go out of bounds off her right arm. Trinity Christian's going to retain possession as Jackie's going to be replaced here by number 4, Chelsea Whaley, comes back into the game for the Lady Hornets, and she has done a great job, as well as Jackie Bard, in this game, kind of being a utility player. We always talk about that with Chelsea Whaley. She's just all over the court.
Oh, yeah. Great defender, long and lanky.
Bozeman's shot is up and good. Nice turnaround inside right there by Sydney Bozeman, and she cuts the lead to 8 for the Lady Crusaders.
Yeah, it's hard to defend right there with that length that she has.
Unique Tuberville has the basketball left wing. Inside to Whaley. Ball is thrown away, and Whaley trying to steal it, and she's going to block it from behind. Great job right there, trailing the ball and coming in with the right arm, sticking it away, or poking it away, and without fouling, Kenny. Great job.
She is a great player, and good job on the inbound there, getting it over to Belote, who puts it in for two.
Yeah, Belote did a great job right there. We're going to have a fight for the ball, and it's going to be off of Caitlin Mosley. The lead is cut to 6, but Belote did an excellent job of kind of repositioning herself in midair almost, as looked like Tuberville was going to block it, and she did a good job of pulling the basketball out and still making the shot. Ball inbounds underneath the goal. Thrown back to Traxel. Her shot is up and good. Cuts the lead to 4.
And Traxel, a great job there on back-to-back. She made a good defensive possession to turn it over and then knock down the shot.
22-18 your score with 3:27 left to go here in the first half. And Tuberville has the basketball for the Lady Hornets at the top of the key. She gets it over to Duggan, right wing. Duggan back to Mosley at the top of the key. Over to Tuberville, left wing. Inside to Whaley. Whaley going to drive inside. Gets it over to Gracie Duggan. Her shot is off the mark. Just short, no good. And rebound down to Belote. Belote driving left timeline. She's going to throw it all the way over to number 23 right there, Elizabeth Hurd, who gets it over to number 25, Gay. Inside to Bozeman, and her shot is up and good. And the lead is only 2 now for the Lady Hornets. You might see a timeout from Coach Champion here soon. Ball's passed over to Whaley. Whaley does a good job of pump faking. Inside, 4-2 off the left block. 24-20 is your score. And Whaley kind of stops the bleeding there for a little bit for the Lady Hornets.
Yeah, she got Bozeman kind of up in the air, went around her, up and under, and got, like you said, kind of stopped the bleeding there for Westfield, who had been really struggling over the last few minutes.
Belote. Shot is off the mark. Rebound down to Whaley. Westfield trying to settle things down here as the Lady Hornets have dominated this game, but have had the lead cut to only 4. Inside, nice kick right there by Bozeman, doing a good job in defense. No harm, no foul right there. Good play. She felt like she was going to get beat inside, and a good job right there by the big girl from Trinity Christian.
Yeah, she's played a pretty good game. I mean, so far, Westfield's done a pretty good job of limiting her offensively, but defensively, her presence is definitely being felt.
Number 24, Jay Johnson, comes in for Sydney Bozeman, and now Jackie Barr checking in for Whitley Young. Inside to Chelsea Whaley. Looked like it was over the back, and the ball is stolen away. Traxel going up court. And over to Belote. Her shot is up and good. And lead's cut to 2.
Yeah, Traxel is quite a point guard. She's got some good passes.
Jackie Bard has the ball stolen away, and she's going to get it right back. Passes it inside to Whaley. Whaley lowers that shoulder, drops inside, almost has it stolen away, and she passes over to Mosley on the left block. Her shot is up, no good. Shot is up, no good again, and ball is out off Unique Tuberville. Looked like Mosley got hacked there inside, no call.
Yeah, Coach Champion looking a little frustrated right now. I'm surprised he hasn't called the timeout, but here we are, a minute 30 away from halftime with Westfield still leading by 2.
24-22 your score with a minute 30 left to go here for the second half. Ball inside, shot is up, and the game is tied right there, and I believe that was number 23, Elizabeth Hurd, as Whaley is going to bring it up for the Lady Hornets. 24-24 is your score with a minute 16 left to go here in the first.
Lady Hornets got a little bit lazy. Have gotten a little bit lazy on the last few possessions, and they're going to get Unique Tuberville there on the foul as she kind of set an illegal screen, so Westfield's got to get regrouped here as they have a chance to be going down in the game.
Hey, that's a moving screen, Rev. She was moving.
They're trying to figure out. He called it. Okay, now we got it figured, I guess. Referee had the right call, but he was trying to figure out who was going where, which way.
Minute 10 left to go here in the first half. Traxel has the basketball at the top of the key. Over to Belote, left wing. Belote passes it over to number 12, and that is Madison Williams. Back to Traxel, over to Belote inside. She drives. Her shot is up and good. And Trinity Christian has the lead, 26-24. Westfield trails for only the second time, I believe, in this game. Jackie Bard passes it to Mosley. Mosley needs to get across the line. She passes it. And Gracie Duggan has it. Drives inside. Her shot is off the mark. Whaley has it. Her shot is up and no good, but she is fouled on the way up. She's going to go to the free throw line for a shot to tie the game with 37 seconds to go here in the first half.
And I hate to say it, Brett, but in all honesty, Westfield looks a little lazy defensively right now. They're kind of not getting their heads turned on passes, and Traxel's been able to kind of pick them apart as Whaley knocked down the first there, and we got some substitutions coming in for the Lady Crusaders. Looks like Bozeman's coming in.
Number 23, Elizabeth Hurd, coming back into the game. And Westfield's going to stay with the same five: Bard, Mosley, Whaley.
And now Camille Rogers is coming in.
Gracie Duggan and Jerica Ratliff coming in for the Lady Hornets. Second shot is up, no good. Rebound down to Bozeman. It's ball by Traxel, pushed up the court. Shot is up, no good. Short arm right there. Bozeman finishes things up and takes the lead, extends the lead to 3, 28-25 with just under 20 seconds left to go here in the first half. Ball passed over to Duggan. Duggan back out to Mosley. Mosley shot off the mark. Rebound down to Duggan. Her shot is up, no good. Rebound to Ratliff. Her shot is good. And 27-28 your score. Just under 10 seconds. Traxel pushing the basketball. 4, 3, 2. Shot off the mark, 1, and that's going to be your half here as Westfield's going to go into the locker room down a point, 28-27. You're listening to Westfield Lady Hornet basketball here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Set your own banking hours with Planners First Online Banking. Planners First Online Banking allows you to connect and access your bank accounts 24/7. For those that are always on the go, you can check your balances, pay your bills, transfer funds anytime and anywhere you have internet access. Let Planners First Online Banking make your life a little easier. Planners First, a legacy of excellence since 1896. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Well, the news is out. Brandon Outfitters has taken Central Georgia by storm as one of the Mid-State's premier outfitters. Located just off I-75 in Perry, Georgia, Brandon has all of the latest gear for any hunting season or just for a nice night out on the town. They still have all of your favorite brands such as Southern Tide, Mountain Khakis, Southern Marsh, Patagonia, Costa, Orvis, and as always, a huge selection of firearms. Brandon also now features new brands such as Sims, Ray-Ban, Kavu, Chaco, Yeti, and much more. Come check them out at 106 Fairview Drive in Perry. They're sure to make your visit one to remember.
Remember those old Western movies? You could always tell the good guys by their white hats. Well, today the styles have changed, but the hat's still white. At David Reagan Ford and Perry, we focus on being good citizens and good neighbors with straightforward deals, a firm handshake, and no hassle negotiating. Visit us on the web or stop by David Reagan Ford just off I-75, exit 136 in Perry. David Reagan Ford.
You know us. We're the guys in the white hats.
Once installed, you can't stop it from spreading. Introducing Kudzu from ComSouth, entertainment, media, and communications throughout the entire home from room to room. The ComSouth Kudzu whole home DVR allows you to connect up to 5 TVs, and with the high-speed media gateway, digital cable, HD TV, high-speed internet, and telephone services will spread throughout your house like Kudzu 2. Stop by and learn more at any ComSouth location in Cochran, Hawkinsville, Perry, and Fort Valley, or go to comsouth.net.
Good morning, huh? Sherry limeade, ocean water. Pretty great.
Great.
What are you doing over there?
I'm trying to calculate all the drink combinations at Sonic.
All the different sodas and the slushes and teas
The
and everything.
flavors, all of them.
Okay, so what is it? What's the number?
It's, hang on, now I'm getting a call. Hey, what's up, Terrence?
That is not a phone, that's a calculator.
Yeah, dude, yeah, he's here.
Wake up to the possibilities. Get any large drink for 99 cents before 10 a.m. And introducing handcrafted Sonic Splash sodas. This is how you Sonic.
On the athletic field and in the classroom, students at the Westfield School are preparing to meet the challenging demands of the 21st century. Our dedicated faculty teaches and inspires students from pre-K to 12th grade to think critically and learn globally, preparing our students for college in a Christian environment that has been the Westfield mission for more than 44 years. And our students excel from football to chorus, art to tennis, and basketball to debate. Westfield students aspire to be champions. It's the Westfield experience. To learn more about the Westfield School, visit our website, westfieldschool.org, or call our admissions office at 987-0547. The Westfield School, ready for college, ready for life.
Now back to Kenny and Brett with the Middle Georgia Sports Network's halftime show, presented by Planners First.
Welcome back into the Hornets' Nest to the Planners First halftime show. The Lady Hornets, after having an 11-point lead at one point in the second quarter, trail by a point, 28-27 here at halftime. And Kenny looked pretty good in the first part of the second quarter for the Lady Hornets. They extended the lead all the way out to 11, and then it just, like as you said, they got a little tired, and it looked like Coach Champion didn't want to call a timeout, wanted to see if his girls could play through it, and they surrendered the lead and were lucky to only be down a point, really.
Yeah, it was like in the last 3-4 minutes of that half, Westfield's defense just kind of wasn't there. They were getting picked apart there by Traxel, the point guard, Randy Traxel for Trinity, and she was able to hit some passes down low, lobs down low to Bozeman. You know, Westfield did a pretty good job of covering her 1.5 quarters, and then they kind of let her go on her own there, and as a result, she has 12 points here in the first half, kind of a sneaky 12 points for the Crusaders, and Westfield's going to have to come back out here before or during the next half and play a much better defensive effort and start getting back into the ball game. I think if they were to run a little bit against this team, they might do better because I think they do well kind of setting up the court and running their offense. So if Westfield can kind of get a transition game going, kind of play like the boys do, I think that might serve them better.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that the girls, as you said, they got a little tired. They got inside on some shots where they thought they got fouled, and they missed them, got the rebounds, missed the second shot, and then Bozeman came in, cleaned things up, and got it going for the Lady Crusaders. And I think the Hornets just got maybe a little frustrated there at the end of the first half. And, you got to think that Coach Champion's going to go in there, try to calm his girls down, have them come out and play a much crisper second half, and, maybe try to sub a little bit more than he did in the first half there, and really get some fresh girls in the game and see if he can't get the lead back and extend it out again. Because, as I said, it looked like Westfield was about to run away with it, and then they just kind of hit a wall, and the Lady Crusaders played a lot better and were able to make some shots. And really the catalyst for that was Randy Traxel. She did an excellent job, I thought, running the offense. And then Sydney Bozeman helping with some offensive rebounds and defensive rebounds to get things started. And that was kind of the way the last, as you said, 3 or 4 minutes of the second quarter went for the Lady Hornets.
Yeah, I think it's going to have to be Chelsea Whaley. She kind of seems to assume that leadership role on this team. And I think if she comes out and plays the way she's capable of, she did had a pretty good first half. I believe she had 8 points. But she's going to have to get in those defensive lanes and create havoc and kind of get her hand in there and try to knock away some of those passes that Traxel was getting inside. Then that will cause problems offensively for the Lady Crusaders, and Westfield can maybe turn it around the other way and start getting some momentum back on their side.
And as we said, we're about 3 minutes away from the start of the second half here. We're at the Planners First halftime show. And, Kenny, how much do you think maybe the travel over the last weekend had? I mean, Westfield played down, I believe, at Bullock Academy. That's a long trip on Saturday. They came away with kind of a heartbreaking loss. I mean, do you think the emotions are kind of wearing thin so far for the Lady Hornets? We hadn't really seen them play such a lackluster game in probably the last 5 or 6 times we've seen them play when you overlap over the last year.
Yeah, they look a little flat here tonight. And, going down to Bullock and playing a tough game and a heartbreaker the way they lose it, that probably is tough to get over. And maybe they can come back out here and forget about that and say, hey, we got 16 more minutes to turn this thing around. That's what good teams do. You win games even when you don't play your best. So Westfield's getting tested again, and this goes to Coach Champion's philosophy of getting tested early. So I think that's kind of another reason why he possibly didn't take a timeout. He really wants to test the toughness of his basketball team and see if they're able to overcome that.
Yeah, absolutely. And that kind of sets up the second half here as Westfield trails 28-27. And we will wait to see if the Lady Hornets can come back in this game and establish their dominance and go on for a home victory here tonight. Westfield trails 28-27. You've been listening to the Planners First halftime show on the Middle Georgia Sports Network's Round Ball Game of the Week. And we'll be back here with the second half, listening to Westfield Lady Hornets basketball on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Set your own banking hours with Planners First Online Banking. Planners First Online Banking allows you to connect and access your bank accounts 24/7. For those that are always on the go, you can check your balances, pay your bills, transfer funds anytime and anywhere you have internet access. Let Planners First Online Banking make your life a little easier. Planners First, a legacy of excellence since 1896. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Once installed, you can't stop it from spreading. Introducing Kudzu from ComSouth, entertainment, media, and communications throughout the entire home from room to room. The ComSouth Kudzu whole home DVR allows you to connect up to 5 TVs, and with the high-speed media gateway, digital cable, HD TV, high-speed internet, and telephone services will spread throughout your house like Kudzu 2. Stop by and learn more at any ComSouth location in Cochran, Hawkinsville, Perry, and Fort Valley, or go to comsouth.net.
Good morning, huh? Sherry limeade, ocean water. Pretty great.
Great.
What are you doing over there?
I'm trying to calculate all the drink combinations at Sonic.
All the different sodas and the slushes and teas
The
and everything.
flavors, all of them.
Okay, so what is it? What's the number?
It's, hang on, now I'm getting a call. Hey, what's up, Terrence?
That is not a phone, that's a calculator.
Yeah, dude, yeah, he's here.
Wake up to the possibilities. Get any large drink for 99 cents before 10 a.m. And introducing handcrafted Sonic Splash sodas. This is how you Sonic.
On the athletic field and in the classroom, students at the Westfield School are preparing to meet the challenging demands of the 21st century. Our dedicated faculty teaches and inspires students from pre-K to 12th grade to think critically and learn globally, preparing our students for college in a Christian environment that has been the Westfield mission for more than 44 years. And our students excel. From football to chorus, art to tennis, and basketball to debate, Westfield students aspire to be champions. It's the Westfield experience. To learn more about the Westfield School, visit our website, westfieldschool.org, or call our admissions office at 987-0547. The Westfield School, ready for college, ready for life.
Welcome back to the Middle Georgia Sports Network's halftime show, brought to you by Planners First.
Welcome back into the Hornets' Nest. Lady Hornets trail the Lady Crusaders 28-27, and we're about to get, and we just did, the start of the second half underway. Balot throws the ball inside to Bozeman. Her shot is blocked from behind and taken away by Tuberville. Excellent job right there by Chelsea Whaley, Kenny.
Yep, just like I said during the halftime show, she got in there and got a clean block from behind and was able to get the ball away.
As Bard looked like she traveled, has the ball knocked away, and Whaley is going to get to it, and she does. The ball was knocked away, it looked like. They're going to say it maybe went off of Bard's own hand.
Well, they missed the travel call, so they kind of made up for it there.
Yeah, I don't believe in makeup calls. You miss it, you miss it.
Well, they just made it up for it.
That's your only explanation. That's why you say that.
Pretty much.
Balot drives left wing, tries to get it into Bozeman. Her shot is up and good. Looked like she maybe took a half step extra, traveled on the inside there, but no call. Extends the lead to 3, 30-27 your score. Mosley being guarded closely by Traxel. Has the ball stolen away. Traxel goes up court, and shot is missed. Rebound down to Mosley, being fouled, and no call. Ball tipped away right there by number 23, and that is Elizabeth Hurd. The officials just letting them play here early, Kenny.
Yeah, it's getting kind of rough there. Chelsea had to use some strength to pull it away, or excuse me, Caitlin did, and lucky Westfield got that ball back.
Gracie Duggan gets it out to Whaley. Westfield trails by 3, 30-27 is your score. As Tuberville has it right wing. Trying to look inside, nowhere to go with the basketball. Back out to Duggan at the top of the key. Duggan out to Whaley. And Tuberville is going to be called for an offensive foul. And that's going to be her third, I believe, and it is.
Yeah, Unique's had a tough game here. I mean, she's obviously got a big assignment going up against Bozeman, but she's struggled a little bit here tonight.
And Traxel's going to bring it up. She gets it over to number 23 right there, Elizabeth Hurd. Hurd back to Traxel, over to Balot. Balot gets it over to number 23, Hurd. Her shot is up and good. And extends the lead yet again to 5. 32-27 your score with 6:21 left to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Westfield better watch out now. They're trailing, and they need to come back with some kind of offensive output here. They haven't had much since about the 3-minute mark in the second quarter.
Whaley gets it over to Caitlin Mosley. Mosley inside to Jackie Bard. Bard drives. Her shot is off the mark. Foul. And I believe that's going to be on number 20, Sydney Bozeman.
25.
Wow, that's a bailout call for Bozeman. Is it? She hacked her clearly on the arm. No call. Amelia Gay with the foul. And looks like Jackie Bard's going to go to the line for a chance to cut this lead to 3.
Yeah, Jackie needs to get these points here to kind of stop the bleeding for Westfield.
Jackie's shot is up and good. 32-28 your score as number 5, Camille Rogers, comes in for number 23, Elizabeth Hurd.
Trinity coach does a good job of cycling in her players and making sure they don't get worn out as the game wears on.
As Jackie Bard steps to the line for her second of 2. Shot is up and no good as it rims out. Rebound down to Bozeman, and Bozeman gets it over to Balot. Balot gets it to Traxel. Traxel looked like she carried. She gets it over to number 5 right there, Camille Rogers, who gets it to Bozeman. Bozeman out to Balot. Balot driving. Has the ball almost ripped away by Bard. Bard doing a good job in defense. Over to Bozeman. Her shot is off the mark. Long rebound down to Mosley. Mosley gets it out to Whaley. Whaley ahead to Bard. Bard going to try to take it up. No call. And she's going to throw it away, trying to throw it off of Bozeman. Balot going to pull up short. Her shot is up. No good. Rebound down to Mosley. Mosley being fouled. No call. She's going to pass it out to Whaley. Whaley going to go up, be fouled, and that's going to be the second foul on Sydney Bozeman of the game, and Whaley's going to take it to the line for a chance to cut it to 2 points.
If you're Westfield, that's the matchup you'd like to have. Obviously, she's very strong, but with the length of Whaley, I think she matches up a lot better with Sydney Bozeman.
Whaley in transition is what I like right there. You get Bozeman kind of out of position.
Yeah, because if she's able to stand still and defensive, I mean, she's like a mountain to go over. But if you get her leaning or stretching to try to block a shot, that's to Westfield's advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. As Chelsea makes a front end of the 2-shot foul, and she connects on the second one, cuts the lead to 2, 32-30 your score with 5:19 left to go here in the third quarter. Westfield trails the Lady Crusaders, and Traxel bringing the ball up. She gets it on the left wing, back out to Traxel on the left wing. Over to number 23, Elizabeth Hurd. Over to 25. Back to Hurd, and she has it stolen away by Bard. She finally gets it back as Bard could not corral it. And number 32, Randy Traxel, will set things back up. Gets it over to Camille Rogers. Back over to number 25, Amelia Gray. Back out to Traxel. Her shot is up. No good. Too long. Rebound down to Chelsea Whaley.
Good job by Caitlin Mosley there on the defensive end that time. Kind of forced a bad shot.
As Jackie Bard's shot is up, no good. Rebound down to the Lady Crusaders and fouled by number 20, Gracie Duggan. That was number 23, Elizabeth Hurd, with the rebound.
Yeah, Westfield has really kind of come back here and been able. They still can't get an offensive game going, but they've done a good job of getting to the free throw line and keeping this thing tight at a 2-point lead.
And playing some good defense. Making a couple of steals, and as you said, getting to the free throw line. As Whitley Young comes into the game for Jackie Bard, Traxel gets it over to Bozeman. Bozeman's shot is up, off the mark, rebound down to Mosley. Has the ball tipped away. Looked like she got hit on top of the head as she brushes back her hair there. And she's been kind of mauled here in the second half and no calls.
Yeah, Caitlin's a tough little girl, man. She doesn't back down from much.
Caitlin's trying to get away from some pressure here. She does. Nice pass, and Whitley Young just couldn't corral it.
Yeah, good bounce pass, though, and if Whitley Young was going hard towards the basket on the baseline, it would have hit her right in stride, but she was a little too slow. Turnover gives it back to the Lady Crusaders.
4:14 left to go here in the third quarter. 32-30 is your score. Westfield trails the Lady Crusaders here in the Hornets' Nest as number 25, Amelia Gray, gets it to Balot. Balot being guarded closely by Gracie Duggan. 23. Over to number 3, Balot. Her shot is off the mark. Rebound down to Mosley on the left block. Backside rebounding for Mosley has been great in this second half. And Westfield trying to break as Whitley Young can't possess the pass, and it goes off of her. She saves it, and the ball is blocked by Caitlin Mosley. Mosley tries to throw it to Gracie Duggan, and ball goes out of bounds, and they're putting a lot of pressure on Caitlin Mosley so far.
Yeah, her teammates got to help her out. Caitlin's rebounding the basketball, coming down the floor, and every time she tries to pass it to somebody, they kind of leave her alone and leave her with 3 defenders around her. She needs some help.
And this is where Westfield needs to take advantage as Bozeman comes out of the game. Number 24, Jay Johnson comes in as Balot passes it here to Amelia Gray. Out to Hurd. Back over to Balot. Balot over to Traxel. Traxel looking inside to Johnson. He's going to get it over the right baseline to Johnson. Johnson back out to Balot. Balot over to Hurd. And Hurd back over to Traxel. She gets it over number 25, Gay. And the ball is stolen away. Cross-court pass. And Duggan has the ball tipped away in transition, and Balot comes up with it. Balot's going to drive inside. Gets it back out to Hurd. Hurd inside to number 25, Gay. Gay back to Hurd. Hurd over to Balot.
Things are trying to slow down now for Trinity, is kind of back and forth there for a few moments.
Ball pass inside to Johnson. Great block right there. Rebound down to Whaley.
Yeah, Chelsea again playing great defense. Or excuse me, that was Caitlin.
Whitley Young drives in and has the ball knocked away yet again, and she just cannot hold on to the basketball here in this third quarter as Jerica Ratliff's going to check into the game for Unique Tuberville.
Yeah, Coach Champion's got to figure out something going on here. His team is struggling tremendously here on offense. The only baskets they've had thus far here in the second half have all been from the free throw line. They're lucky they're only down 2.
Yeah, they play great defensively, but haven't been able to take the lead back, even though they've held the Lady Crusaders up until that point only 2 points.
Yeah, that was Bozeman again, and just a mismatch down there. Mosley's a great defender, but she can't match the height of Bozeman.
Whitley Young gets the basketball into Gracie Duggan. Duggan with a nice turnaround. She's tripped by number 3. That is Belote.
Adding the typical complaining about the fouls here, as always.
Yep.
As Tuberville will check back in for Gracie Duggan, and it looks like number 5 will check in here for Trinity to replace Belote.
Sometimes I don't think that people who watch the game of basketball understand what a pivot foot is.
Right. Well,
you can move around as long as you don't lose your pivot foot, and that ball's stolen away right there by Bozeman.
Yeah, that was a bad pass there by Chelsea on the inbound, and as a result, I think we'll see Jackie Bard come in here.
Hurd is going to drive right baseline and draw a foul right there on Chelsea Whaley. And Jackie Bard's going to come back into the basketball game here for Whitley Young.
Westfield's trying to go with the big lineup here with Tuberville and, Ratliff. And a good pass, good pickoff there from Caitlin.
Caitlin does a good job reading that. She goes up for the layup. Ball is in. Cuts the lead at 2, 34-32. Great steal right there by Mosley.
Yeah, 2 bad inbounds, both teams, and Westfield turns it into a transition basket.
Hurd pump fakes, has the basketball blocked, and Whaley gets the steal. She's going to set things up here for the Lady Hornets as Mosley has it on the extreme right wing. Over to Bard at the top of the key. Her shot is up and no good off the back iron. Rebound out of Bozeman.
Good looking drive, though, that time by Jackie. She came in, had a good shot. Good look at the hoop. I'm sure Coach Champion's not upset with that one.
Traxel drives left wing. Gets it to Hurd. Over to Bozeman at the top of the key. Back over to Traxel here left wing. Traxel gets it over to number 5 right there, Camille Rogers. Looks like there's going to be a timeout on the court, so we'll take a break with them. Westfield trails 34-32 with 1:10 left to go here in the third quarter. You're listening to Westfield Lady Hornets basketball here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Remember those old Western movies? You could always tell the good guys by their white hats. Well, today the styles have changed, but the hat's still white. At David Reagan Ford and Perry, we focus on being good citizens and good neighbors with straightforward deals, a firm handshake, and no hassle negotiating. Visit us on the web or stop by David Reagan Ford just off I-75, exit 136 in Perry. David Reagan Ford.
You know us. We're the guys in the white hats.
Now, back to the basketball game action inside the Hornets' Nest on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Welcome back into the Hornets' Nest. I am Brett Taylor. Alongside me, Kenny Kofer. Westfield trails the Lady Crusaders 34-32 with 1:10 left to go here in the third quarter. And Caitlin Mosley has kind of kept her team in the game here as she's played great defense. Hasn't had a lot of offensive production other than the one layup, but nonetheless, Westfield has done a good job trying to just stay in the ball game.
Yeah, both teams, I think it's 7-6 here in this third quarter, so very low scoring.
It's Bozeman gets it out to Hurd. Hurd over to Traxel. She drives. No shot. Back out to Hurd. Throws it all the way across court to Gay, who gets it over to Traxel. Traxel back out to Hurd. Hurd over to Rogers. Rogers over to Gay. Gay out to Hurd, and Hurd back over to Traxel. Sound like a broken record.
No
Traxel
shot.
drives inside, throws it into Bozeman. Her shot is off the mark, and she's going to be fouled. 34-32 your score, and Bozeman going to go to the free throw line for a foul.
Yeah, foul was on Chelsea Whaley there, and Bozeman, she gets ahead of steam going towards the basket. That's I don't think I'd want to be down there in front.
45 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Her first shot is up and good. 35-32 your score.
Yeah, Westfield needs to close this quarter out on a high note. Hopefully get a missed shot here and kind of turn it around and get a basket the other way.
Their second shot is up and good. Hits the front iron but rolls in. Westfield down 4, 36-32 with under about a minute to go. 10 seconds after 3. Wow. Jackie Bard drops the basketball up. She gets it over to Duggan. Great job right there. How is that not a foul? I don't know what game you're watching there. Well, goodness gracious, she hacked across her.
Well, you're watching a game which 2 seconds equals 10 seconds. 3 seconds equals 0.2 seconds.
She's up in the air and completely out of position and no call. Anyways, it's thrown in to Gracie Duggan. Goes right through Jackie Bard's legs to Bozeman. Under 30 seconds to go here. 36-32 your score. Ball over to Traxel. Nobody around her, and her shot is up and good, and the lead is extended to 6, 38-32. Under 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter as Unique drives inside, has the ball blocked, and just no foul calls here tonight for the Lady Hornets when they drive in. As that was a walk, no call. Rebound down to Unique Tuberville, and she throws it over to Whaley. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. Westfield trails by 6, 38-32, and Coach Champion is not happy about that as the Lady Hornets, we're going to stay here, Kenny. Lady Hornets.
Okay, they trail 38-32. Yeah, Westfield's got to do something here because right now that closing situation there for the Hornets was very ugly because it reminded me of what they did at the end of the first half. They weren't able to get back in transition because they kind of were in awe of the pass that went through Jackie Bard's legs, just sat there and watched, and then transition game right back down the floor for the Lady Crusaders gives them an additional 2 points. So the Hornets are going to have to kind of wake up. Coach Champion down there giving it to them pretty good and telling them, look, you got to play some defense. You did it. Well, at least Caitlin did it there for the third quarter. Yeah, her teammates got to help her out. And the offensive side of things, they can't just blindly throw the ball in because you got number 20 standing down there who's gonna have her arms and hands in all the passing lanes. So let's try to work, maybe take some outside shots, try to push the tempo a little bit in transition and see what we can get going that way.
That's what I was going to say. Westfield hasn't taken anything from the outside, and that seems to always be a place where they can go and get shots and get scores, especially Caitlin Mosley and Unique Tuberville. But I think Caitlin's attempted maybe one or two, and she missed those and hasn't gone back to that shot here tonight.
Yeah, she hasn't been her usual self with three-pointers and long twos here tonight.
Caitlin drives, pass, and it's off the mark. Over to Balot, and Balot's driving in transition. Over to Traxel. Her shot is up and good, and that's how you do it in transition. And Westfield just not able to connect on the passes. Nobody's paying attention when Caitlin Mosley drives inside. She makes a beautiful pass, and they're just not going to the goal with it.
Almost gets a 10-second violation there.
Tuberville fakes, drives inside. Great fake, and she misses the shot. Rebound to Mosley.
Oh, my
Her
goodness.
shot is blocked, and that was a walk, no call. And the shot is up and good from Traxel, or Hurd, excuse me.
And this thing is starting to get out of hand. Westfield down by 10. They need to figure something out.
As Mosley drives right baseline. Gets it back out to Whaley. Whaley at the top of the key. That's clearly a foul, and a call finally goes against the Lady Crusaders.
Tell you what, Bozeman is she's a great basketball player. I mean,
you got to pump fake, though. When you go in right there, get her up off her feet and go into her body. At least try to make them make a call. They haven't made many here in the second half, but got to try to make them make the call. Make it so obvious that it's clearly a foul.
Yeah, but she came up and looked like a volleyball player with that spike.
You throw a layup up from 4 feet away from the basketball goal. That's a clear bump set spike.
That looked like Kenny Coe from Brett Taylor circa 1999.
Unique Tuberville has the ball
blocked
again by Bozeman. And there's a clear carry, no call. I mean, I could call this game from up here.
You are.
Wow. When the ball gets above your ear, that's normally a carry.
Normally. Well, Westfield's got to figure something out here. They just are all out of sorts. Down by 10, 6:41 to go here in this game.
Ball thrown out to Ballot. Her shot is up and no good. Rebound down to Unique Tuberville. Pass out to Whitley Young. Young over to Bard. Bard's shot is up and good. Cuts the lead to 8 with 6:30 left to go here in the fourth quarter.
And that's what they got to do. Turn the defense into offense. Kind of create a bad pass and take it the other way.
It's Ballot working on Whitley Young out here. Gets it over to Rogers. Rogers has the ball tipped away. And it's going to stay here with the Lady Crusaders with 6:18 left to go. 6:13 left to go here in the fourth quarter.
Coach.
No, they're not wearing off-white. They're wearing stark white.
Coach Champion was arguing there that she did that on her own. She didn't tip it. No Westfield defender tipped it, but it goes over to Trinity.
Good defense right there, and a foul by Traxel. And Jackie Barr draws a foul. And that's going to be taken out. Given a chance for the Lady Crusaders to set up the press, though. The ball's going to be passed into Caitlin Mosley. Back to Whaley. Whaley working on Rogers. Rogers has a slight height advantage or disadvantage. Pass over to Jackie Bard, who gets it over to Whitley Young. Her shot is up and good. Nice shot right there from the left wing. Cuts the lead to 6, 42-36.
Great job that time by Whitley knocking that down. Got a huge cheer from the near side or far side as well from her family.
As Ballot has the ball over to Rogers. Rogers to Bozeman. Bozeman back over to Traxel. Traxel drives inside, has the ball tipped away.
Should have been a foul on Bozeman right there on the reach in.
Tuberville going to pass it inside to Whitley Young. She goes inside, has it tipped away. Unique gets it back to Mosley. Mosley driving inside, brings it back out with 5:12 left to go here. Gets it over to Young. Young inside to Whaley. Whaley goes up. Her shot is off the mark. Rebound back to Whaley, and she throws it out of bounds.
Yeah, she got to play under control. She's playing a little wild tonight. She does some good things, but then she kind of gets lackadaisical, and that caused the turnover there.
Yeah, I don't know. I hate to get on them too much, but they're missing a lot of calls. Both ways, really.
Yeah.
And I think that adds to the frustration for both teams, but when you're winning, you overlook it a little bit. As Traxel drives in, her shot is off the mark. Rebound down to Caitlin Mosley. Mosley going to throw it ahead to Bard. Bard shot is up and good, and she's going to go to the free throw line with a chance to cut it to 3.
That a girl, Jackie.
42-38 your score.
Jackie has played well tonight. Obviously, I think they're twins, just like her brother. You know, they come in, they provide a little bit of this energy, and, it may not be on the stat sheets a lot, but they're able to pick their team up in a time of need.
Yep, still 4:46 left to go here, and a lot of time left as Jackie's shot is off the mark. And Whaley comes up with a steal on the rebound. She's going to get it out to Mosley, and Mosley's going to set things up here. Westfield down 4. She gets Bozeman up in the air, and Bozeman's going to commit her third foul. And Whaley's going to go to the line with a chance to cut it to 2.
And she did just like you talked about a few moments ago. She pump faked, got her off balance in the air. She was still able to regain her control, but that caused her to foul Chelsea. And good job right there, and she could convert these free throws. We're getting tight here again.
It's Whaley. Her shot is up and good. Cuts the lead to 3. And it looks like Balot's going to come back into the game. Number 24, Jay Johnson, coming in for Bozeman. And coming out is Bozeman, as I said, at number 12, Madison Williams.
This is the time for Westfield to really take advantage with Bozeman going to the bench. They
haven't done it yet, but they need to do it this time.
Yeah, they got to attack this smaller offense. There's a foul again.
Jackie Bard collects the rebound and cuts the lead to 1. Great job right there by Bard after Tuberville was fouled and no call. And Westfield within 1 after trailing by 10 in about 2 minutes.
Jackie.
Excuse me.
Sorry, Brett.
No, Balot drives, gets it over to Traxel, back to Balot at the top of the key. 4:15 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Balot has nowhere to go. Timeout right here by the Lady Crusaders, and we'll take a quick timeout. Westfield trails by a point. 4:09 left to go here in the game. You're listening to Westfield Lady Hornets basketball on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Well, the news is out. Brandon Outfitters has taken Central Georgia by storm as one of the Mid-State's premier outfitters. Located just off I-75 in Perry, Georgia, Brandon has all of the latest gear for any hunting season or just for a nice night out on the town. They still have all of your favorite brands such as Southern Tide, Mountain Khakis, Southern Marsh, Patagonia, Costa, Orvis, and as always, a huge selection of firearms. Brandon also now features new brands such as Sims, Ray-Ban, Kavu, Chaco, Yeti, and much more. Come check them out at 106 Fairview Drive in Perry. They're sure to make your visit one to remember. Now, back to the basketball game action inside the Hornets' Nest on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Welcome back into the Hornets' Nest. Westfield on top. Westfield trails 42-41 with 4:09 left to go here in the game.
Yeah, Hornets have really turned it on, turned a 10-point deficit into a 1-point deficit here over the last 2.5 minutes.
The ball's thrown into Traxel. Traxel gets it back to Balot at the top of the key. She's going to drive right wing. Has the ball almost stolen away. And Traxel's going to drive inside and scores. Good drive right there by Traxel. And Westfield trails by 3 as Whaley's going to get it over to Mosley. Mosley's going to have to try to make something happen here under 4 minutes to go. Whitley Young with the ball on the left wing. Ball thrown over to Mosley. Mosley out to Young. Young over to Unique. Unique inside of Whaley. Her shot is up and good. Cuts the lead to 1.
And that's what they got to do right there, Brett. They got to be able to take advantage of Bozeman on the bench. It's the first time they've done that and gone down low.
As Balot brings it up here, left wing. Gets it over to Traxel. Traxel almost has the ball stolen away by, that is Caitlin Mosley. Great job in defense right there by Mosley.
Yeah, Mosley's been a great performer here tonight on defense. Hadn't had her offensive game going as much. Oh, they're moving folks off the floor up into the stands here. Think about the cheerleaders.
Bozeman comes back into the game, and Balot has the ball driving left wing. She passes back out to Hurd. Her shot is up and no good. Rebound down to Tuberville. Tuberville going to bring it up for the Lady Hornets. Under 3 minutes here to go. Trails by a point to the Lady Hornets. And Whitley Young has it on the left wing. Over to Whaley. Whaley at the top of the key. Gets it to Mosley. Mosley drives. Her shot is up. No good. Rebound down to Tuberville. And her shot is up and good. And Westfield regains the lead finally after almost 2 quarters worth of being behind in the game. 45-44 your score. And Bard almost steals it away from Traxel. They get it to Bozeman at the top of the elbow. Her shot is off the mark. Rebound down to Tuberville. And I feel a little bit of momentum kind of shifting over to Westfield even more here as they have the lead by a point with 2:15 left to go here in the game. Whaley drives. Her shot is up and good over the big girl inside Bozeman. Westfield on top 47-44 with 2:04 left to go here.
Big turn of events so far here in the last few minutes for Westfield to go from 10 down to 3 up. Big change for the Lady Hornets.
Shot is up, no good, but fouled. Was number 23 Hurd. She's going to go to the free throw line. Nice drive right there on the right wing.
And the foul went on number 5, Whitley Young. So now with a chance to bring it within 1.
And that's Whitley's first foul.
Will be Elizabeth Hurd to the line.
Westfield's already in the bonus, so that's the thing to keep an eye on right there. Hurd's shot is up and good as it circles the rim and comes right back down. So the lead is cut to 2. Minute 54 left to go here in the game. Hurd shot up, no good. Rebound down to Tuberville. Tuberville going to slow it down. Get it to Mosley. Mosley over to Whitley Young. Whitley Young drives inside. Her shot is up and good. She has been on fire the last couple of shots.
Yeah, Whitley's come out to play here in the last few minutes for sure.
Westfield on top by 3. As Traxel has the ball here on the left wing. Trying to get the ball inside. Bad pass. And Whitley Young comes down with it. Passes out to Whaley. Whaley over to Bard. Bard inside. Her shot is up. No good. Whitley Young tries to knock it away. And Traxel is going in transition here. Drives inside. Cut off right there by Mosley. Bad pass. And Whitley Young comes up with the steal. Gets it out to Mosley. Mosley ahead to Bard. Bard all by herself. Shot is up and good. Westfield has a 5-point lead.
And timeout on the floor.
Timeout by Coach Chip Champion. We'll take a timeout with them. Westfield on top by 5. 51-45 with 1:08 left to go here in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back. You're listening to Westfield Lady Hornets basketball on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Well, the news is out. Brandon Outfitters has taken Central Georgia by storm as one of the Mid-State's premier outfitters. Located just off I-75 in Perry, Georgia, Brandon has all of the latest gear for any hunting season or just for a nice night out on the town. They still have all of your favorite brands such as Southern Tide, Mountain Khakis, Southern Marsh, Patagonia, Costa, Orvis, and as always, a huge selection of firearms. Brandon also now features new brands such as Sims, Ray-Ban, Kavu, Chaco, Yeti, and much more. Come check them out at 106 Fairview Drive in Perry. They're sure to make your visit one to remember. Now, back to the basketball game action inside the Hornets' Nest on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Welcome back into the Hornets' Nest. Westfield, the Lady Hornets, I told you wrong. Westfield's on top by 6. Kenny pointed it out. 51-45 your score. The Lady Hornets have done an excellent job the last 3 minutes of this game. They need to try to finish it off here. 1:04 left to go here in the game, and Westfield clinging to a 6-point lead. Traxel gets it to Bozeman. Left baseline, back out to Balot. Balot over to Rogers. Rogers over to Traxel. Almost a bad pass right there. Rogers going to get it back out to Balot. Balot, 3-point shot is up, no good. Rebound down to Tuberville. Tuberville over to Mosley, and Mosley can almost just run it out.
Yeah, slow it down. And what I think has been the key to Westfield's turnaround here has been rebounding. They have done such good job, and that foul's going to go on Lindsay Tate there on Jackie Bard. But, the rebounding by Westfield has been excellent here late in this fourth quarter. Unique Tuberville has come in and done a good job. And she has really kind of negated the offensive rebounding of Sydney Bozeman.
As Bard's going to go to the free throw line with 31 seconds left to go here in the game, and Westfield has just made a complete turnaround in the last 3.5 minutes. Bard's shot is up, and it rattles around and goes in to Bozeman's dismay. She was ready to corral that rebound, but goes in the basket, and Westfield up 7, 52-45 your score, 31 seconds left to go here in the game. And Jackie Bard, Whitley Young, and Caitlin Mosley have played excellent in the last 4 minutes of this game. Ball is short, off the mark. Bozeman rebound, and they just need to let her go.
Yeah, just let her run down.
Her shot is off the mark. Rebound down to Tuberville. Tuberville has the ball knocked away. It looked like it was off one of the Lady Crusaders' feet, but
I think it went off of Unique's knee.
So 52-45 with 22 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. The ball's tipped away right there by Mosley and finally corralled by Bozeman. Bozeman to Balot. Balot drives inside. Is going to be fouled by Bard. Coach Champion is not happy about that.
Yep. Jackie, I think, knows it too. She knows basketball pretty well. I think she probably should just stayed away.
We're going to take a timeout here. We'll stay with the game here, though, as it's only 17 seconds to go in the game. Westfield on top, 52-45 with 17.5 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter, Kenny. And I tell you what, it's been a furious comeback for the Westfield Lady Hornets as they have done an excellent job, especially in defense and making shots from the outside on the left wing.
Yeah, they have really, really stepped up their game. I mean, for as poor as they played in that third quarter and beginning of the fourth quarter, it's been a polar opposite team here late in this fourth, and they have turned things around. They were down 10 with about 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and here they are up 7 with 17 seconds to go, only 17 seconds away from a victory.
Absolutely is. Abby Balot is going to go to the line for 1-1, and her shot is off the mark, but rebound down to the Lady Crusaders. by Gay. Back out to Ballot, over to Traxel. Her shot is up, no good. Rebound down to Mosley, and that's going to about do it as she's fouled on the rebound by Bozeman. And Lady Crusaders are a little frustrated. They felt they had the game in hand, and Westfield came back on them, and that's going to be 5, I think, for Bozeman.
Yeah, she's going to foul out, it looks like, here as Westfield's going to go on to this victory up by 7 with 8.5 seconds to go. And I just can't say it enough. This thing looked like it was over for Westfield midway through the fourth quarter.
Down by 10.
Yeah, they just turned this thing completely around.
It's number 10, Brooke Grove, going to come in the game for Sydney Bozeman. And Sydney played an excellent game. Got to give her a hand. And Mosley goes to the line. Her shot is rims out. Wow. Even in a miss, she looks really good shooting the basketball, her form. As Ballot drives inside, great job by Whaley as she has it stolen away, but it's not going to matter. 52-45 is your final. Westfield comes back in a furious comeback here. The Lady Hornets get the W, Kenny. And I tell you what, very impressed with the Lady Crusaders. They have a good basketball team. And they really tested the Lady Hornets here tonight.
Absolutely. This is a very good team. We knew looking down there on the floor that Sydney Bozeman was going to be a player, and she was just that and more. But the ancillary players for Trinity also stepped it up here tonight, and you can't say enough about Traxel and Belote as well. They just did a great job all the way around. But Westfield, can't say enough for them. Congratulations on the victory, and they now move on to 2-0 here at home. And getting ready for all those holiday tournaments as they start here soon. But, Brett, why don't we go ahead and transition on into the Bill and Laura Amos postgame show? No, he doesn't want to.
No, we're going to take a break and be back with the Bill and Laura Amos postgame show. Westfield's a winner here tonight, 52-45. We'll be right back. You're listening to Westfield Lady Hornets basketball on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
The Westfield Hornets will have some time to enjoy holiday tournament play and also the Christmas and New Year's holiday before a return to the hardcourt of the Hornets' Nest. Join us again as the Hornets begin the new year with home games against the Piedmont Academy Cougars on Saturday, January 3rd. The girls tip off at 2 o'clock, followed by the boys game at 3:30, only on the Middle Georgia Sports Network. The Middle Georgia Sports Network would like to thank all of its basketball sponsors for making this season's broadcast possible. Those valuable sponsors include Brandon Outfitters, Planners First, Com South, Sonic America's Drive-In, David Reagan Ford, and proud parents and supporters of Westfield Athletics, Bill and Laura Amos. With all of your game stats, impact players, and analysis of the game, welcome into the MidGASports.net postgame show, presented by Bill and Laura Amos, proud parents and supporters of Westfield Athletics.
Welcome back into the Hornets' Nest. I'm Brett Taylor, alongside me, Kenny Kofer. Welcome to the Bill and Laura Amos postgame show, and this will be a quick wrap-up, Kenny. But Westfield's a winner here tonight, 52-45, and a great job right here as we got to give the Sonic player of the game to, I think, Jackie Bard. She was a spark, along with Whitley Young, but I tell you what, Jackie was kind of throughout the game. She did a great job.
Yeah, Jackie was kind of that spark plug. They kind of got things turned around. Whitley Young came on as well, and so did Caitlin Mosley. But overall, we're going to go with Jackie Bard for a Sonic player of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. She did a great job. So what we're going to do right here is we're going to take a quick break. And so tune back in at about 6 minutes as we'll have the start of the the Brandon Outfitters pregame show for the boys game. Westfield, the Lady Hornets are a victor here tonight as they defeat the Lady Crusaders from Trinity Christian 52-45. So you've been listening to the Westfield Roundball Game of the Week on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network would like to thank all of its basketball sponsors for making this season's broadcast possible. Those valuable sponsors include Brandon Outfitters, Planners First, Com South, Sonic America's Drive-In, David Reagan Ford, and proud parents and supporters of Westfield Athletics, Bill and Laura Amos.